It's 2026 and you still don't know how to do the 2016 cut crease. I'm going to show you in a few easy steps, but first you're going to need some things. First and foremost, you're going to need an eyeshadow primer. You can use any eyeshadow primer in the world, or you can use your concealer. You have oily skin like me to get an eyeshadow primer. If you have dry skin, dry combination skin, using your concealer will be just fine. First, you're going to need a matte eyeshadow, okay? A matte eyeshadow. It can be any color in the world as long as it's matte. You're going to need this for the transition shade. Then you're going to take a primer, okay? Specifically a sticky primer. It can be a P.Louise Base primer. It can be the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, healer, anything. If you're using a bright matte color and you want it to show up, you're going to need a white pigment or a white concealer, either or, okay? After you carve out the cut crease that you want, you're going to need a shimmer, okay? This is how to get this look specifically. You're going to need a shimmer eyeshadow. Then you're going to need a matte brown or black. I don't give a damn what color it is as long as it's dark, okay? You're going to need a dark shadow for this outer corner. You're going to need an inner corner highlighter. Inner corner highlighter. You're going to need an inner corner highlighter to make your eyes look more awake. After that, you could put on any eyeliner style that you want. You could put on any lash that you want. You don't want the lash to be too big where you can't see the cut crease, but you want it to be big enough for like a dramatic effect, okay? So right now, I'm gonna show you how I got this beautiful 2016 cut crease on this side of my eye. So I'm going in with my Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm taking a dot and I'm blending it out with my finger, and I'm going to blend it all the way to the top where my brow bone is. And don't forget the inner corner. I'm going to be using the same brushes that I used on this side, okay? So first, I'm taking a fluffy brush that looks like this. You just need a fluffy brush. You can take a blending brush that looks like this. You could take a blending brush that looks like that, but you're gonna put your first color in your crease, okay? Look at that. You're gonna pick your first color in your crease and you're gonna blend it out, okay? Now I'm going in with my P.Louise Base. I think this is in the shade 2.5, yeah. I'm taking just a little bit of primer. You can use your concealer. You can use any eyeshadow primer in the world. It doesn't ever matter, but you're gonna need a very sharp angled brush. Take a little bit and cover both sides of the brush, and then I'm gonna cut my crease. So I like to take the angled side, the sharp angled side, right here in my inner corner, and I like to go above here, okay? Like that. That's what I like to do. Now you can pat on, you can pat it, you can take a little bit of it here and then go like this, and then it will leave like a dot where you can connect it. You can do that if you want. And then you take more of the primer and you fill it in all the way. So that's what it should look like. Now that we have this side cut, we're gonna take our second color, okay? You're gonna take a dome packing brush, okay? Something that looks like this. You're going to take your shimmer shade, your second shade. It doesn't have to be a shimmer, but for the 2016 glam, I recommend a shimmer. You're gonna take it and you're going to put it on, okay? It can be any color you want, but for 2016 makeup, I think it should be a shimmer. And you're gonna fill this up all the way to the edge, slowly packing it right where the edges are. Notice how I'm not doing this, because we want the full pigment of the shimmer, and the base is still tacky. The key to this like cut crease is to make sure that your cut with that primer doesn't dry. You want it to be tacky just a little bit so that your shimmer or whatever color shadow can stick to it, okay? And that way it won't come off at all during the day. Now you're going to take your third shade. Your third shade, like I said before, a dark shade. It can be a dark blue, dark brown, a dark, deep, dark black, okay? It can be any color as long as it's dark. A dark purple, I don't care. And then you're going to take a blending brush, okay? This is a blending brush from Amazon. I'm going to take it, pack it on. I like to pack it on heavy. And this is where I put it, right here, okay? I blend it into the shimmer just a little bit. You don't want to bring it all the way over because then you're going to get rid of the cut crease. You want to keep it right here, okay? Blend it into the shimmer, and you want to blend it right here and a little bit over here in this section. The key to this is to make sure that you can't see where it stops and starts, okay? So you just want to blend it perfectly. So this is what we have so far. Now I'm gonna take a pointy brush, something that's pointed that looks like this, okay? We're gonna take that dark eyeshadow and we're gonna put it right here on my lash line. I'm gonna connect it to the outer corner, okay? And then after I do that, I'm gonna take a shimmer shade that's lighter than my lid shade, and I'm gonna put it right in my inner corner with a different pointed brush. I'm taking this pointed brush, going here, applying it right here, like that. Apply a little bit here to open it up. Don't apply too much because then it's going to take away from the cut crease. And now you're going to add your eyeliner and lashes. And then after that, you spray Milani setting spray.